You want me to tell you that right now? No, but yeah, I mean, obviously, I think something we got to change something. So we'll look and see. Talk game plans as the games gets closer. Just had a good shoot around, so I think there's a few things we can try to shift and maybe change our focus a little bit, and maybe if we're leaning one way, maybe choose the other way this time. So things like that, without getting too specific. But James is pretty much playing as a point guard right now, and Tyrese is being able to be aggressive off of the way we're playing.
Fred, it's been a while since you've experienced a playoff atmosphere in this building. How much of a benefit can that be to this team? What are you expecting?
Yeah, it helps. It definitely helps. And we'll take all the help we can get right now. So, looking forward to bringing playoff basketball back to the city. It's been what two years now, almost 3 years now. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. I think the fans deserve it, and we're looking forward to going out there and playing as hard as we can for them.
Is it weird to think that the last playoff game here was in the finals?
Yeah, because it was so long ago. You know what I mean? But hopefully we still got some of that residue left out there. So we'll find out tonight.
Back in 2019 in the Milwaukee series, it was Serge that was telling those stories about going through the 0-2 thing with OKC. Have you and Pascal been in the younger guys' years at all telling some of those stories about that series?
Yeah, a little bit. I think everybody's kind of more familiar with how things went. So there's some of the experience that you could share throughout the year or even in the moment. The fact that we've been down 0-2 a few times, and just for everybody to stay calm and stay ready. But obviously, we know we need to play better and stress that, focus on playing better, and everything else will take care of itself.
You guys do such a good job of staying calm and ready, but when you're down 0-2 when it's game three, is there a bit more of stress or emphasis going into this game with how important it is in terms of just the swing in the series?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What would getting Scotty back do for you guys?
Would do a lot. He's been one of our better players this year. He's obviously in the starting five. He brings a lot to the table with his size and just his IQ, the way he plays, is being able to break the defense down. Defensively, he can switch, he can guard, he can rebound. So, just gotta let him heal up. I don't want to put the pressure on him, feeling like he's got to rush back. So whenever he's ready, we'll take him back for sure.
You guys just watched some film today from game two and yesterday as well. Did anything jump out for you from that, or maybe confirm what you thought?
Yeah, just too many mistakes again. Exactly what it feels like out there. It's just our margin of error is not that big to make as many mistakes as we've been making. So hopefully we can clean that up, make a couple more shots. I think that'll kind of balance us out a little bit, but we're going to have to slow them down if we want a chance.
What kind of conversations do you have with Malachi? I'm sure heading into the series, we didn't expect to see this many minutes, but he's been tasked a lot, particularly in the last game. Is he leaning on you for any advice when it comes to being out there?
Yeah, Malley's is always next to me throughout the course of the season, so he already knows how I feel about him, and obviously you always got to stay ready because those opportunities come when you least expect it. And again, he didn't make a bunch of shots last game, but he gave us some steady minutes out there. And whenever those guys' numbers are called, no matter who it is, you just got to kind of be ready, be locked into what the team is doing, and go out there and give it your best.
I want to ask you about OG. I mean, even if you go back to his first season in that series where he's chasing around LeBron, it doesn't seem like he's had a lot of, or any really bad playoff games. How much of that is his personality and just kind of how even-keeled he is? Doesn't seem to get phased by a whole lot. Does that help at this time of the year?
Yeah, I think so. I think just, staying in the moment and not getting too high or too low. He's had a chance to show what he can do, and we're going to need him to be pretty good going forward. So it's a luxury to have a guy like that on both ends of the floor, and we're looking forward to, having him have another good performance tonight.
You obviously missed Gary's shooting in the first two games. Is it looking any better for him? Like, is he out there this morning?
I'm going to let Nick and those guys answer those questions, but we would love to have Gary back for sure.
Fred, that individual offensive creation that OG showed in the second half, especially in game two, can going to that maybe a bit earlier open things up even more for you and Pascal?
Sure, in theory, right? I mean, there's a flow to the game, and there's a natural progression to the game, and nobody's holding anybody hostage. So whatever he gets to is what he gets to, and that's kind of just how the games go. I think you guys have watched us enough. We kind of just play. It's not really like a strict pecking order of who gets it to anybody takes any shots, as you've seen. So if he can get to it early, that'd be great. We kind of just take whatever the game gives and what the defense gives. And, again, that's another dynamic. So whether it's in the second half or the first half, I think as long as our best guys give good performances, you know, you'll be happy with their performance. It's tough. It's tough. It's tougher to guard the guys that beat you with the pass than it is the guys that are going to shoot 30 times. So James has been dictating the game and controlling the game from the point guard spot. You know, we still have to worry about Joel, obviously, and then Tyrese and Tobias and those guys feel like they've been making every shot. So James has been locked in from the point guard perspective, and will try to close down some of those passing lanes maybe and make things a little more difficult and crowded and more contested.
Thanks, guys.